All right, let's whip out this TLC video right quick. Um, all right.
Albertaceratops charges into the fray with its new TLC update,
So it
bringing with
looks
it a
exactly the
toolkit of
same,
counterattacks, control, and brawling
just
abilities
nicer.
to defend itself from predators and to protect its herd mates. At the core of
They always
Alberta's
frame these
update
fights
is the
really
powerful
well.
new
I like their
synergy between block
cinematography.
and the newly added counterattack ability. When active, Alberta's counterattack will automatically strike back at nearby enemies the moment they land a hit against it, turning
That's
defense
cool.
into offense in an instant.
So even in non MMO, like if you're not playing pot as like intended, if you're playing as a realism server, this is still a really cool mechanic. I would think realism servers might turn this off or like ban it or something, but even using it outside of its like 1v1 thing, and as intended, that's a cool mechanic.
Albertaceratops players can further customize
That Alio had like death by cop written all over it. Man just stood there and got railed.
their blocking playstyle with a variety of new upgrades designed to suit a wide range of situations.
Okay, so they can
Pivot
go against.
enhances turning speed while blocking, letting Albertaceratops keep its frill facing its enemies at all times.
This is good. So with the whole like even realism niche wise of them being like if Triceratops is like the small family group and these guys are the big like gigantic herd, with them being able to do this whole pivot thing, that you can block young better, you can do, I don't know, build a defensive wall a lot better than like as it is currently. And with the blocking, being able to like shield while you're doing it, I think that's good. It might be, I don't know how powerful it is and like how much reduced damage you might take, but I think it's good.
Solid Frill buffs its armor each time it successfully blocks a hit, while the alternative Second Wind boosts stamina instead, giving Alberta more staying power in long fights. Razor Crest supercharges Alberta's counterattack, doubling its damage when it connects, and Quick Vigor lets Albertaceratops enter block faster.
So I know all these are intended for like MMO, like hardpoint or team deathmatch type things, but I think they all would find a way to have a purpose in realism. Um, like it's not as useless as it was before, if I can say it like that.
Lastly, using the Vengeful Roar vocal ability reflects a portion of incoming damage back at attackers while blocking, perfect for turning the pressure back onto its opponents. And prefer to fight?
That might be illegal in a realism server, but everything else is really good so far.
Without relying on blocking, Albertaceratops has options for that too.
Wait, they gave him like a billion abilities.
It can swap to the off-guard hide to completely disable counterattack and shift into a more direct and offensive-oriented brawler playstyle. While it does lose those reactive strikes, off-guard will boost Alberta's base stats across the board, increasing overall survivability and head-on direct combat. Albertaceratops also boasts several active abilities to help it maintain control in combat. Stomp has been reworked to deliver powerful close range.
They've been doing this a lot recently with a lot of their animals. Something just ran by. Oh, it's Nux, I think. But they've been doing a lot of this AoE stuff. There was something else the bars, they added the AoE where it's like it's got to be like 5 meters away from the animal, and I don't know. AoE as an attack in like team deathmatch, sure it's fine, but in like realism, I don't know. I turned it off in the Lost World, and I would hope a lot of like servers, at least hardcore servers, turn it off because it's just not in the style of realism, you know? Like if I'm pounding, I don't know, on my hand, if I'm hitting right here and you're taking damage 10 feet away right here, I don't know, that just doesn't sit right with me. But for what it's worth and for what it's intended to be using for in team deathmatch and
Damage,
stuff, that's fine.
and Swerve allows for rapid reorientation, helping Albertaceratops line up hits or evade flanks.
Swerve good. Need more of that on the ceratopsians.
And Severed Tendon is a bite attack that applies a slowing effect on bitten targets, perfect for keeping agile enemies from escaping Alberta's wrath if they get too close.
Not a huge fan of that. I mean, in realism wise, you're supposed to be defensive, not really offensive. Sure, in team deathmatch, that's fine, but would hope it's not being. Oh shit! I hear a flyer. It's a hats, I think. I can't tell. Yeah, like taking damage out here when he's centered here, it's too much for realism. I've gone into the stats and you can turn it down and everything, like their range. So I set it down to like 0.5 meters. So you had to be, at least for like the Albertasaurus, you had to literally be stomped on to die. But that's going above and beyond for stat editing. Not really
With
necessary.
a mix of reactive defenses and aggressive crowd control, Albertaceratops is perfect for pushing careless attackers and holding its ground in the thick of combat. We hope you enjoy this TLC update, and we look forward to hearing your feedback. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you next time.
Oh no, not terrible, not useless as an animal anymore. I do like a lot of the mechanics, I can't lie. I don't know if they've pulled up on other ceratopsians, but those, as they stand right now, quite good. TBH.